Welcome back to Welding Fabrication World. Today we are exploring one of the most essential tests in material science, the Charpy Impact Test, what it is, how it works, and why it's so important in engineering and manufacturing. The Charpy Impact Test, also called the Charpy V-notch test, is a standardized method to measure the toughness of a material, that is, how much energy it can absorb before fracturing when struck by a sudden force. This method uses a swinging pendulum hammer to hit a small notched specimen and records the energy absorbed during fracture. The test is named after French scientist Georges Charpy, who developed and standardized it in the early 1900s to help engineers understand why materials fail under impact. Here's how the test works. A small rectangular bar of material, usually metal, is prepared with a V-shaped notch. The specimen is mounted horizontally between two supports. A pendulum hammer swings down from a fixed height and hits the specimen opposite the notch. The specimen breaks, and the machine measures the energy absorbed during that break. The more energy absorbed, the tougher the material. The energy absorbed is calculated based on the height the pendulum reaches after impact compared to its starting height. So why do we do this test? It helps evaluate impact toughness or resistance to sudden loads. It shows if a material fails brittlely or ductilely. Brittle fractures break sharply, while ductile fractures absorb more energy and deform before failure. It also reveals how toughness changes with temperature, especially for steels that become more brittle at low temperatures. The results of Charpy testing have huge real-world implications. In construction, engineers ensure steel will not crack under impact loads like blasts or sudden collisions. In aerospace and automotive industries, materials must withstand high-velocity impacts or crashes. In cold climates, impact toughness determines whether metal structures will behave safely at low temperatures. In quality control and material selection, these tests help manufacturers choose materials that will perform safely and reliably under stress, protecting people and infrastructure. Recap: the Charpy Impact Test measures the energy absorbed when a material breaks under a sudden impact load. It uses a notched specimen and a pendulum hammer. It tells us about toughness, ductility, and fracture behavior, key for safety and material selection. Its results shape decisions in construction, aerospace, automotive, and beyond. If you enjoyed this deep dive into material testing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more engineering insights.